As many of you know, today around the world, especially here in the United States, they celebrate Earth Day. And I want us to see from a biblical perspective, how should we respond to Earth Day as Christians according to the Bible? Actually, it's very interesting that I was thinking about preaching a sermon either yesterday or this coming up Sunday on Earth Day, and I wanted to kind of see what other churches, maybe what other pastors, what they preach on for Earth Day. And I did a Google search, and I noticed that there were no biblical sermons on Earth Day. A lot of them were from theologically liberal views and viewpoints and didn't even use scripture. Actually, they used terms like Mother Earth and Mother Nature, which tends to deify or to make Earth a god or an idol. And we know, according to Romans chapter 1 and other places as well, that we are not to worship the earth. We're to worship the Creator who made the earth, who made creation, and we're to enjoy his creation as well. God made us to be stewards of his creation. It says here in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, then God said, let us make man in our own image, after our likeness, and let them, that is mankind, have dominion over the fish and the sea, over the birds of the heavens, over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. And God said, behold, verse 29, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree with its seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. And so we have to realize that, yes, we are supposed to take care of God's creation as his stewards, but we're also to rule over creation. Creation is not to rule over us. We're entrusted to take care of creation, but not to have creation take over us again. And as well, in Psalm 24, verses 1 and 2, it says, the earth and everything on it belongs to the Lord. The world and all its people belong to him. He built the earth on the water. He built it over the rivers. And so it's good to remember, even though we enjoy this earth, we're entrusted to take care of this earth, the earth, all of creation belongs to God because he is the creator. He's the one who made it, and all of it is for his glory. And it reminds me of the Israelites, when they had the offering of the first fruits, they gathered what was the first of their crops, and oftentimes it was the best of their crop, and they offered it back to God, saying, hey, it reminds me, this we are thankful for, God, that you gave this to us, but we're also giving it back to you, knowing it came from your hands as our creator. And not only our creator, Colossians 1:16 through 17 says, through his power, all things were made, things in heaven and earth, seen and not seen, all spiritual rulers, lords, powers, and authorities, everything was made through him and for him. The Son was there before anything was made, and all things continue or consist or held together because of him. So we have to realize that God is not only our creator, but God, Jesus, actually. He is the sustainer of this earth. Actually, in Job 28:24 it says, he can see to the very ends of the earth. He sees everything under the sky. God sees everything. He's sustaining everything. And this world is not going to go out of existence without his approval. And actually says in the very end of the Bible, as we see, especially in 2 Peter chapter 3, that not only does God hold everything together, but one day this earth and the heavens above are going to be destroyed and then recreated. We aren't going to be the ones. We cannot destroy this earth. It's actually going to be God who's going to destroy this earth because of sin and then recreate it for us to enjoy and for his glory. So we need to remember that. And remember to enjoy God's creation. It's okay to enjoy it. We should conserve things here on the earth, but that doesn't mean we have to preserve everything. We should be able to enjoy God's creation. Yes, for his glory, but also, again, for our enjoyment. As Solomon wrote in Ecclesiastes 5:18, "Behold, what I have seen to be good and fitting is to eat and drink and find enjoyment in all the toil with which one toils under the sun, the few days of his life that God has given him, for this is his lot." So enjoy what God has given you. Enjoy the earth, remembering that he is the creator. Enjoy the earth for his glory. And remember, we are to worship the earth. We're to worship the one and only true God. Well, thank you for joining me.